Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFB this year, the Clemson Tigers taking on a team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gamecocks offense will get the first crack at it here. The Tigers pulled out a close one the last time they saw their Palmetto State rivals.
And Clemson, they were sleepwalking early in that game. They know when they play South Carolina, they're going to get their A-plus effort. They're going to have to take some haymakers, and they got to wake up in this one.
I think it's tough late in the season, regardless when you play. The rivalry is deep. The hatred is deep. Even when seasons are out of touch for South Carolina, they can put an exclamation point by beating Clemson at the end of the year.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking to throw, it's McNabb. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The corners are walked up tight. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Working the middle, it's complete. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So Clemson's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Got enough for the first down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
It's a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position. Being an...
Breaks into the open. The 20. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Powers forward. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Clemson.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's McNabb. Got the quick pass. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now are pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have...
There he goes! And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
He can throw it, he can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
That's caught. It's Anderson. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Now improvising. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Hand off from the shotgun. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Here comes Clemson with another first down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
14, South Carolina, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Quarterback on the keeper. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Using his legs, it's Gordon. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. The run to the right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. Looking downfield, it's McNabb. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead, and they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the ground with the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. The game originally held during the State Fair in Columbia as Big Thursday was officially named the Palmetto Bowl in 2014. A trophy came a year later, replacing the old Hardee's Bowl trophy.
Very apropos. A silver palm tree for the Palmetto Bowl. That makes sense, David. This is the biggest sporting event in the state of South Carolina. I know this is a game that you and I have really enjoyed watching over the years.
I mean, so much fun, and the definition, Jesse, of hate all throughout the state. And bragging rights to whoever wins this football game and gets that trophy.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got a man, it's Clark. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down. New set of downs after the completion. On the ground, it's Smothers. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. With the catch, it's Smothers. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
You gotta love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long, you're gonna get the ball back, go get some water and sell it.
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will be more productive. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Creates a little room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and I like the quarterback's quick decision-making, puts it on the ground, decides to take it himself, goes, gets the necessary yardage, first down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's McNabb. Got his man on the right. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Rushes on him. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Trying to find the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The play action fake. Got it in the middle, it's Freeman. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. He's looking to throw. Got it behind the line, it's Freeman. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. 4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. There's nothing like seeing the hardest working guy on the offense get in for 6.
The big physical guy that blocks 99% of the time. You don't give him the ball very often. Reward the big fella for blocking his tail off. Gotta like that.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Trying to get the edge on the right. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
This rivalry dates back to 1896. It's been a little bizarre with the chicken curse, and it's a bit unusual, too, because the state school, South Carolina, isn't the perennial football power.
No, but it's kind of had its ebbs and flows a little bit back and forth. Some great coaches on both sides, but the in-state hate is beautiful.
You know, there's a lot of great rivalries, especially down in the South and the Deep South. This is one of the better ones, though, because you just never know what the outcome is going to be.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Runs through a tackle. Jumped on top of the pile.
And I know it's not a 1st down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 3rd. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense is completely confident 4th down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Finds a little space. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. The run from the shotgun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Gets rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Edwards. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Across the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, the Palm Tree Trophy on the line, and already Clemson and South Carolina have given us some stirring moments. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that, let's send it back to the guys to see how the battle between South Carolina and Clemson plays out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the 1st half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their...
Turning it on! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Using his legs, it's Overton. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Gets away from one, finds some space. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
It's always fun to watch offensive creativity in the red zone. Like, how are you going to get some space for your guy? They try the toss, get him out wide, maybe get him...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! The Tigers putting down a big paw print right now as they start to pull away from the Gamecocks.
And I think you kind of get this here we go again feeling. Clemson had the upper hand in this series for a while now. Clemson always talked about, always loved. South Carolina's got to answer.
I feel like Clemson's been winning on the recruiting trail between these two teams in the last several years now, and I think that's really starting to show itself on the field today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. He uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They boot it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Back to pass on second down. Looking to take a shot. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Here's the pressure. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's McNabb. Pulls it in, it's Westbrook. And they're able to get him on the ground.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. On his way back from the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Looking for room at the 40. All kinds of room to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Gets away from... And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's McNabb. He's got it down the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
The offense changing the play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the offense on 3rd down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Unloads it left. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Great place to start for this offense. To the air, it's McNabb. Firing to the right, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
A really nice job by the quarterback, putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass. But when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
The Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. After swapping into the field, they gave they'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, South Carolina! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Got room at the 35. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Here's a heat. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on.
Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll try the outside to the left. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down and shoot. Man, I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Looking left. Got him downfield. Oh, he's got some space. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Gamecocks are marching down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Gamecocks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands. Do his thing.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. How about this sophomore stopping? The first down line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And for the 5th time, the offense will go for it on 4th down. 2 for 4 so far. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats, didn't we?
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Under fire.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Gamecocks will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stands.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Hey, if you're the defensive coordinator, you might want to start thinking about spying this QB because of his speed and athleticism. He just showed you how he can hurt you getting out on the perimeter and then throwing. If you've got somebody athletic that can go sideline to sideline, that might be a good move moving forward.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away to buy time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. The give to the back. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Got his man quickly. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Caught near the sticks. It's Jacobs. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart, because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the deep.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Tigers. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They put up another score here in the fourth, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it, because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught in the backfield. It's Gordon. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And the Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. Takes it on the return. He gets a block. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for the big play. And they're unable to connect on the long pass. He caught it, but he was out of bounds. It's incomplete. South Carolina did a lot of throwing before the game, but as it turns out, the chicken curse is alive and well as Clemson wins the Palmetto Showdown. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.